TJ's is lucky enough to have customers all over the world, and we love doing spotlights on their vehicles. Now, most of the time, those are done in our studio. When we have a customer who happens to have not one, but two Mach 1s, we decided to take a little road trip, and we'll tell you all about it. So here with Tony, who owns both of these Mach 1s. Now the 2021 you guys might recognize, we actually did a video and a review on this one. I think it was, what, 2 days old at the
Something
time,
like
probably.
that, yeah, it had a couple hundred miles on it.
It was barely even broken in, but obviously it's changed a little bit since then. You know, we did some modifications to it, but it's all decaled up, and we're gonna explain that in a little bit. But tell us about the 70 first. I mean, this is the one that really kind of, this car you had when I first met you.
Right, yeah.
And this car's come a long way.
Yeah, well, I bought that in 2006. I came out of South Carolina via Ontario, Canada. So I actually had to re-import that car back in the United States. Within like the first 6 months, I had to have the engine rebuilt, and the guy tore down the engine. There was...
So it was restored, but not...
Yeah, right. It was restored, but quick restored.
Gotcha.
So it had like 3 different pistons in it. So when they tore down the engine. So got the engine rebuilt. I was then cast on Bull Run, which was a television show back in like late 2000. And that car went through that whole process. So out to LA, over the Sierra Nevada mountains.
And through some really interesting challenges, if I remember correctly, too.
Yeah, fireballs that were like 100 feet high and through dirt and between semis and things like that. But that car really got a shakedown out there.
And if I remember correctly, at the time, it didn't have air conditioning or power steering or anything, did it?
The car was a factory air car.
Okay.
But like I said, it was just kind of thrown together real quick, and it never worked, right? So everything leaked. It was bad system. So I just removed it.
Okay.
You know, going back to that car's like a throwback for me. So back to my teens and early 20s.
Gotcha.
Nobody had AC back then.
Now, what's done to the car? I mean, what is under the hood? You know, give us a little more background on the actual car itself.
It's a 351 Cleveland. It's a 4-barrel heads. It's a 4-speed. Everything that was there, I kind of adapted that car to my use. So like power steering's gone.
Okay.
Power brakes are gone. Both those things were a little bit too mushy.
Okay.
I guess you just get a lot of road feel from them. So both those things are gone. But right now it's just a 351 Cleveland 4-speed.
So I know as one of the co-founders of Rally North America, the logo has always been get in and drive. We'll talk about Rally North America in a minute, but you've got some pretty crazy plans with this car this summer.
Yeah, I do. I want to drive that car across the Lincoln Highway from its easternmost starting point in New York City in Times Square all the way to San Francisco. Yeah, it's going to be a ride. There's no AC in the car, and yes, I have to go across Route 50, across the loneliest highway through the desert. If you're going to drive an iconic, historic highway, I think you have to do it in a historic car. So the Lincoln Highway is the first highway that crossed the United States. I think you need to do it in a historic car.
A car that fits that.
A car that fits that road. That's why I'm going to take that car. So yeah, there's no AC, there's no power steering. It's a 4-speed with a heavy clutch. But
it's America.
It's America,
Yeah.
and it's an American car, it's an American road, and I think that's the right car to do it in.
Very cool. Now, a lot of, like you said, you explained the Bull Run decals. A lot of people watching this video, I know you're gonna be like, hey, why are there stickers all over his brand new Mach 1? Obviously, like we said, you're the co-founder of Rally North America. I know what it's all about, but tell these people in case they don't know, what's the deal with Rally North America?
Okay, well, Rally North America, we wanted to start something that you could do with your car other than like a car show, something that you could actually drive your vehicle and you could get out and see the country. So we drive historic roads, we drive historic routes, we go to scenic areas. So we've been to probably 6 or 7 different national parks. But it's a chance for you to take out your car, go for multiple days across maybe 1,200 miles, typically 1,200 to 1,600 miles, and actually get out and see the country and do something with the car as opposed to just letting it sit in the garage.
Now, the thing about Rally North America that I was always intrigued about is anybody can go. You don't have to have a fast car. You're not going to do 100 and some miles an hour down the interstate. That was, people have taken, what, vans, Winnebagos?
We've had RVs, we've had station wagons, we've had SUVs, we've had classic cars like my 70. We have a guy that drives a 60s Fairlane. We have 2 girls that drive a 66 Mustang. So you can take whatever you like. It's what you feel comfortable in doing. And this year we've got a 70 AAR CUDA, original AAR 346 back.
Very cool.
AAR CUDA going along. So you can take whatever you want to take.
So obviously with Rally North America, you know, like I said, it's a rally that's open to anybody. It's a scavenger hunt. It's fun, but what's the end goal?
Well, we do this for charity. I mean, that's kind of the idea. When we first started it, we wanted to do something that would benefit other people. And I think the first year we raised maybe $7,000. In 2019, which was the last event we did because of COVID, we raised $225,000 for Camp Sunshine up in Maine. And I've always
charity.
Yeah, and I've always told, and you'll know this, I've always told our participants, as long as you guys raise money, I'll continue to organize these things. So now I'm trapped in it.
How much, time to brag a little bit, how much has RNA raised total?
As of 20 minutes ago, it's 1.6, a little over $1.6 million.
For about 8 to 10 different charities.
8 to 10 different charities,
which
right.
is absolutely amazing. So that's the thing, you can get out, you can drive, you can enjoy your car, get out of the garage, get out of the car show, experience the road, experience the country, and do it for a good cause too.
Yeah, it does benefit others, and that was a big thing when we started the thing, was we want to do something that benefits others. And if we could tie that into this event and it give people a chance to drive their cars, then it could be a great thing. And it's working out pretty well.
I would say so, for sure, absolutely. So the Mach 1 itself obviously is the new rally car, and you are, I know, leaving in the next day or two. Even though this video is going to go up after the rally is over, what is this year's rally about? Where are you going? What's the charity?
This year we're going over the Great Lakes. So it's the Great Lakes Rally. We're going to drive around. Initially we're going to go into Canada, but obviously, Canada's kind of closed right now, right? So we're going to be up in northern Wisconsin, over the UP, down through Michigan. We're going to end up in Holland, Michigan. Okay. And then we're going to be on Gingerman Raceway, which is it's a new track for RNA.
Okay, so that's cool.
It should be pretty cool. I've never been there. I don't know if you have, but
that's something too to mention with RNA with the rallies. Not only do these scavenge hunts, you get to see all the stuff. There's usually at least a track day or two, and then we've drag raced, we've road raced.
Always. Yeah, we start out in Eau Claire at Great Falls Raceway, which is a quarter-mile drag strip. It's just been redone, so it should be a good time.
Nice.
So they've done everything there.
So start off on a drag strip,
spend a few days on
the road, end up on a road course. For charity.
Right, that's the idea.
Definitely, if you've never checked it out, it's something worth checking out for sure. Tony, best of luck on the rally. Thanks again for letting us check out these cars today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.